Hey folks, welcome back to Failure at Retirement. So I know a guy doesn't go to a lot of estate sales in the summer. We don't have time really. Thursdays is the only day we have time. Well, all of a sudden here in the last few weeks, Thursday estate sales have been kind of a thing for us. You've already seen one last week, and it'll be a couple weeks probably by the time this video comes out. Um, got a few things. I'm not going to show you all of it. There wasn't a lot to start with, but there was, I don't know, 30 little sockets and things that you guys have already seen. It's not a big deal. Um, Mostly 3/8 sockets, which I'll eventually put in my boys' toolboxes. So happened all the half inches I grabbed are now, well, I'm going to say triples, since I have one complete set and most of another for the second grandson. But that's how it goes. But I'm not going to bother to show you that. Alrighty, let me turn the camera around and show you what I'm excited about in this haul. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. I'll start right out here in the front. Now, the big ratchet and the big breaker bar, I guess I'm starting there. Upside down to you, $4 on this long handle half-inch drive proto ratchet. $4. Yes, please, I'll take that. So that was literally the first thing I saw and snagged up. Then this Craftsman earlier, because it has the side hole, earlier half-inch drive breaker bar. That sticker fell off in the process of getting back to the truck, getting home somewhere. It was also $4. And so guy kind of likes these side hole ones. And that's the hole that the rod goes in. You know, all the rods a guy made here a month or so ago. So that, I think they changed from side hole to what I call the top hole about 56, 57 as best as I can tell. So moving back to the front here, we just have a little 1/4 inch. Let me see if she'll focus. 1/4 inch flying V. So pre 68, but I just right before the video figured out she's bent, so didn't get much of a deal there. This is a Williams 3/8 drive breaker bar. I'm not familiar enough with Williams to tell you what the year is, but having the hole, I'm thinking it's a little earlier, maybe 60s, maybe 70s by the look of it. But pretty happy with that. And moving back here, 3/8 drive proto ratchet, pretty minty condition, honestly. I haven't cleaned any of this as usual. Not going to show it to you again after I clean it because there's not much different to see. And then behind that, Craftsman nut driver / extension. Always enjoy finding these with the hole in the end there, so you can also use it as an extension. I just think that's pretty cool. My dad had one, and I never had one myself up until the last few months. And then some of you guys are going to get a kick out of that. Look what was also there. So isn't that something? A guy determines he's never going to find these things and go to the estate sale. There's 3/8 drive ones just laying there in a tray full of other sockets and those ratchets. And then there's a 1/2 inch drive version, which this one is a little rough. It's a little bead on there on the end, and it's mushroomed here on this end, but not currently serviceable like that. But old Failure's going to fix her up. And then I didn't really realize, I just grabbed this not paying attention. It's kind of got a knurled looking deal here in the middle. I'm not sure. The Craftsman ones, everyone I've seen has the ball detent on one end. This one does not. So I don't know if this is something else entirely, or if maybe this is from a different brand. Maybe like guessing by the knurling, and this is a really wild guess, maybe like Industro or something. It's pretty loose for the Williams. It would work, but it's pretty loose. Anyway, and I don't think it goes with the Williams. The chrome is not right, really. So anyway, the two things were $4 each. The bucket, I threw everything else in a little bucket that I found in the garage. All the smaller stuff you see here, the ratchet, those rods, all of that, and I don't know, probably 40, maybe even 50 sockets. A lot of 1/4 inch, a lot of 3/8 inch. That whole deal was $30. I don't think I got hurt on that, seeing as how the Williams breaker bar was in there, these rods, that proto ratchet driver. Again, in that bucket there was total, there was a little over 50 pieces. I don't remember the exact number now. It's been almost a week ago. A little over 50 pieces for $30. So sure, I'll take that, especially if there's, stuff like these rods that a guy had to make, and ironically now found 4 more. Okay, as always, appreciate you watching. Have a good day, and we will see you next time on Failure at Retirement.